Keyboard group buys are the worst thing, period, ever, period, to happen to the mechanical keyboard community. Period. I've been holding off on this video for 2 years because sharing opinions on YouTube is always a great idea. But I was browsing the Reddit mechanical keyboard subreddit last week and saw stuff like Rama drama. Is it time for some group legal action? I placed 4 orders during my live blah, blah, blah. All atrocious experiences. I would like a refund, but they're not giving me one. Hi all. So I just received my Rama thermal after a 22-month wait. Let's think about that for a second. And I'm not happy with it. The rose gold is completely wrong. And of course, the comment section is filled with like, yep, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too, Rama screwed me. And then I found some other stuff like Keycult. I've never bought anything from Keycult, nor will I, because A, their keyboards started at thousands of dollars. B, they don't deliver. C, from everything I read about them, it's complete garbage quality keyboards. Extreme lack of communication and extreme delays in shipping. You're not alone on this, and it's not a one-off. Keycult took my $3,500. Fuck Keycult. Only had experiences with them. Got my board back in January. The coating is actually fucked. It has cracks and lines. And maybe let's not talk about the GMK keycaps that come with potato starch in their packaging and have actual roaches in them. That's always fun. After 20 months, I finally received my GMK Shoko, but I'm disappointed. Complaining. Is Reddit full of complaining anyways? Yes, I'll give you that. However, I still think group buys are an awful, atrocious idea. I'd like to explain why I think so, and then I'll offer you my magic solution. Yeah, I have a magic solution. I'd like to tell you about it. So if you're new here and you don't know what a group buy is, a company that makes keyboard stuff, they make an idea for a keyboard or keycaps. They show you some pictures of it. They ask for your money. You pay them. They take your money. They start the manufacturing process. And then some point in the future, they deliver your keyboard. Sometimes it's 6 months. I like that idea. Sometimes it's 12 months. Something got messed up here in the manufacturing process. Sometimes it's 24 months. In what other part of society is this allowed? It's not. It's an absolutely ridiculous idea. Can you imagine paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for something, getting nothing in return for potentially months or years, and in some cases, Keycult, Rama, having a shoddy product, that something went wrong in the manufacturing, the color's not up to par, and they don't give you your money back? In what other part of the world does this exist? It's absolutely insane. By the way, I want to throw a bone to some of these companies. The problem with this isn't necessarily all the company's fault, unless you're Keycult or Rama, but manufacturing this sort of stuff is a little tricky, right? It's a lot of parts. Manufacturing these keyboards is a little bit finicky, and the companies, a lot of time, they don't have a ton of control over that. They can analyze 1,000 keyboards that come off the manufacturing line, and they're perfect, and then one little thing happens, and then another batch is screwed up, and they had no idea. Right? I want to throw the companies a bone. That still doesn't mean they get to take our money and not give us anything for a long time. Just for fun, I found this stock market calculator. If you just like invested your money in an index fund, not to get all personal finance on you, but index funds. If you'd invested like $3,500 2 years ago, you would now have $4,000 plus, or even like, $300, $400 over the course of like a year or two. I'm not saying it's going to make you rich, but the point is your money is worth something and you're just giving it away and getting nothing in return for a long time. It's a little ridiculous. So I'm a little fired up at the moment, if you can't tell already, but I'd like to present to you my magic solution. And I've been doing this for years with my own clients. So I run a media company and I do marketing work and stuff like that. And I get clients every now and then, and I always tell them half up front, half when I deliver the stuff. And there's a very big reason for this. I'm going to be really honest with you here. I'm lazy. And if somebody pays me $3,000 for a gig and just upfront, right? If I get all the money upfront, I'm going to have a hard time being incentivized, being motivated to do that work. I like the idea of half upfront, half when I deliver, right? And not only when I deliver, but after I deliver and you're satisfied with your work. I think keyboards should be the same way. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 50-50 split. In fact, I would prefer the Tesla Cybertruck model, which is I will pay $100 for this Keycult keyboard. I don't care if it's a year later or 5 years later. It was only $100. I can live without that for the most part. And you ship me my product that I ordered, and if I'm happy with it, I will pay you the rest of the money. That's it. I don't care if it's 1,000 or 3,000 extra bucks. Maybe it's 50-50, that's fine too. It's not a fair deal. We have all the risk with this. The companies don't have any risk because people like us, nerds, keyboard idiots, will pay them thousands of dollars for stuff because we love it and it's a hobby and we're into it. And then they can just take our money in some cases. Again, worst case scenarios. Not all keyboard group buys are like this. But the worst case scenario, it's pretty much just taking our money and not delivering. Some people still waiting on products they ordered in 2020, 3 years ago. That's absolutely absurd. And quite frankly, the companies don't have much incentive to follow through, right? What incentive do they have if they already have your money? I was going to end the video here, but I want to show you this. This is old. I've had this for a while now. I got this on their Kickstarter campaign when they first released it, Keychron. This was the K12. This is the future of mechanical keyboards. Not necessarily this keyboard or even Keychron, really, but if you're on their email list, you may have noticed something. They're releasing new keyboards left and right. It actually blows my mind. It's a little overwhelming. I would like to buy all of them, but there's been like 20 new keyboards over the past year or two. It's absolutely insanity, and they deliver every single one of them. Most of the time, they're not group buys at all. They might do a pre-order, but they are in the factory, baby, and they're coming your way. The point is, the future is this more budget range of $100 to like $300-$400 keyboards. That's my sweet spot right there. Making the keyboard first and then selling it. That's the way business should do. Capitalism, baby. You don't get to take my money and then give me nothing for years. So I would like to hear your thoughts. I really would. I am actually going to drop links to all these Reddit threads that I'm staring at right now, specifically the Rama and Keycult ones, because these just bother me. This just hits me to my core. It's legit unfair and they're scamming people. It seems like. Again, I don't do group buys. I'm never going to do group buys because it's a terrible idea and I like my money and it's just not worth it for me. I don't like all that risk. I would like the companies to take some of the risk. I'll do Kickstarter campaigns. That seems fair to me. I like that. I got this keyboard for like $70 or $80. I mean, it's not that much more expensive now, but it's a deal, right? I don't mind doing that. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Please drop me a comment and flame me for my opinions if you so desire. Or if you agree with me, or if you have an experience you want to share, please do so. We're here for you. Thank you for watching my TED Talk.